UFC Fight Night Ulberg versus Reyes has just taken place, and this is my reaction to the entire card. So there were 12 fights in total, 6 finishes on the card. Let's start right away with the main event, the main talking point. Carlos Ulberg puts Dominic Reyes on a t-shirt. Yo, Carlos Ulberg is probably going to be the next light heavyweight champion. I'm being serious. I actually think this guy, if Ulberg has good takedown defense, he is light heavyweight champion this time next year. Being deadly serious. Yo, that performance, watching Carlos Ulberg in there light Dominic Reyes up, honestly I was sitting there thinking, yo, this is the best striker we've ever seen in the UFC. Bruh. Now I know I'm getting ahead of myself because in his last fight he lost to Jan Blachowicz, but Carlos Ulberg was on smoke in there against Dominic Reyes. Look, I knew he was going to beat Reyes. A lot of people were saying Dominic Reyes was back. No, he's not, okay? Plus, seeing Dominic Reyes on the scale, the guy looked fat, I'm going to be honest. Carlos Ulberg, let's talk about the fight. I thought Ulberg would have won this fight. Later on, I thought he would have stopped him maybe like late second, early third. Because what we've seen in Carlos Ulberg in his recent fights is he's on the back foot. He's happy to move, tappy, 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 poke, 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 move, 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 and win a decision. You know what I mean? But Dominic Reyes also... Now, Dominic Reyes isn't pity-patter fight style. Dominic Reyes is looking to send you to the shadow realm. But again, back foot merchant, does his best work on the back foot, looking to land that left hand. So I thought both guys would have done this, but I thought Ulberg would have been more disciplined in the fact of, I'm just going to stay on the outside and poke at range because I know I'm going to win. And then Dominic Reyes would have then lunged forward, like we've seen him do in other fights. When Reyes becomes the aggressor, a lot of holes in his striking defense, and then he gets caught. But Carlos Ulberg was the aggressor in this fight. Yo, distance management from Carlos Ulberg in this fight was fucking insane. Yo, this might be an Ulberg Glaze video because that performance fucking deserves it. Carlos Ulberg, the range management. Dominic Reyes landed 5 total... He landed 5 total strikes. Bruh. Bomberglad. Yeah, yo, that just goes. I mean, it's saying Ulberg landed 11. Yo, I swear Ulberg landed more. But anyway, there was a couple of key moments. Carlos Ulberg standing on the outside, moving, being the aggressor. He lands like a 1-2 pretty early on in the fight, from what I remember. Dominic Reyes doesn't take it well, in my opinion. Now, it doesn't drop him. It doesn't make him do the stanky leg. But you can just see Dominic Reyes didn't react well to it. It was like, I thought his nose was broke. Then we cycle on a bit longer. Ulberg lands a jab. I actually thought the jab was going to be like the finishing, like the shot. When he landed that jab, again, Reyes did not take it well. Just his reaction. But the finishing shot, Ulberg hits him, left hand, slips out of the way, right hand over the top. Yo, I'm moving like I'm Carlos Ulberg, and fucking smokes Reyes. Yo, that finishing sequence was awesome. I'm going to be honest. Look, Carlos Ulberg says that he wants to go over for UFC 320. Unless Pereira wins, you're not fighting for the belt. I'm going to be honest, because Yuri's going to knock out Khalil Roundtree. Then if Ankalaev beats Pereira, which I think he will, Yuri's going to fight Ankalaev. Now, if Pereira beats Ankalaev, then Ulberg has a real... Ulberg, regardless of who wins out of Yuri and Khalil, will jump them. Because with Ulberg fighting Pereira, 1, it's something new, and 2, you have the Adesanya like history to play into it. I actually think... Yo, could Ulberg knock out Pereira? Yo, have I just fallen for the trap? He beat Dominic Reyes, but Dominic Reyes beat John Jones. Yo, how fucking shit must John Jones be? But yeah, what a performance. Knocks out Dominic Reyes. Jimmy Crute gets a submission win. Yo, is this guy like the Khabib Nurmagomedov of light heavyweight? This is what I want to talk about. Jake Matthews, what in the fucking Bombardas clap was that performance? No, seriously, like, everybody knows Neil Magny's weakness is leg kicks. Why the fuck are you not throwing them? Although the referee did fuck him over, it looked like the fight was over. But yo, Neil Magny, has still... Yo, this guy I don't think is ever retiring. Unk still has it. Neil Magny is him. That's fraud check Jake Matthews. I don't know if we're going to call it a fraud check. Mike Malott beat him up as well. These are prospects that people expected to go through Neil Magny pretty easy. Sam Patterson has to be next for him. I think Sam Patterson would beat Neil Magny, but who knows? Other than that, Tom Nolan, good to see him get the win over Charlie Campbell. Navajo Sterling, I want to talk about this. Now, Rodolfo Bellato, if he had showed this toughness in this fight like he did here and actually started the fight against Paul Craig, he probably would have got the win there. But Navajo Sterling, every time I see this guy fight, I'm like, yeah, he's really good. And I still do think he's good, but I think he's better than what he actually is. Like, he's not finishing anybody. And not that that really necessarily matters all the time, but this fight was a lot closer than what it should have been. I don't think he gets a jump up. I don't think he fights a guy in the rankings. I know some people have said Zhang Ming Yang for him. Do not put him in there. Although Ming Yang Zhang or Zhang Ming Yang, whatever the fuck you call the guy, he can't defend leg kicks. So maybe Navajo Sterling can exploit that. Hey, he's got some really good body shots, but let's see finishes. What else do I want to talk about? Other than that, nothing else. Pretty good card. A lot of good finishes on the card. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. The Tafa brother that didn't make the fight. Apparently, he missed weight. If you're a heavyweight missing weight, I would maybe look to get an office job or something like that, because this isn't for you. How the fuck are you a heavyweight and you miss weight? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, now we've got UFC 320. Pereira Ankalaev this weekend. Catch it here because I'm just keeping going. So we're back. Snap back to reality. Up there goes gravity. Adios. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I'll be live tonight. Make sure you tune in. See you in the next one.